True Geordie seems to get together with his buddies to play the role of the mean girls when it comes to the iNabber e-boy controversy. Hi, I'm Tommy C, and this is Shot from the Point News. Now, I was thinking about uploading this to my main channel, and I decided to do it here, and hear me out. As some of you know, I actually do a podcast on the other channel, and I promise those guys no more than 3 notifications a day. This is our news channel. When we get news and we're able to do it, we're going to put it up. Now, I've already covered this particular story on Tommy C's SFTP, both with the video, and we went over with some long-form content on the podcast. So I don't think 3 in a row over there on the same topic would be... I don't think it's right. Normally, I would do this. I'd upload what they call a best of or best of clips playlist on the main channel. But I really want you to see this, because when we took a second look at True Geordie's video, when he does his True News, meet the YouTuber with 5 boyfriends, when he gets to the point where he covers the iNabber situation, I think it's pretty damning. I think it's pretty cold, and I think it's pretty obvious what he's doing here. And I didn't want to do 3 uploads in a row on True Geordie, so I want to leave this right here for you guys to take in and to take a look at, because I got to be honest with you, if this is what I think it is, this is some of the cruelest shit that I've ever seen. This is the mean girl stuff. It's all, Mr. Working Class himself really pulling the type of stuff that my 12-year-old daughter tells me her girlfriends do to each other. Like, really, really, like, ugh, gross. So I want you to see it. Remember, this is on the main channel, Tommy C's SFTP. You can watch the legendary Shot from the Point. And here is me, Nick DiOrio, and the rest of the Shot from the Point team going over this controversy. I mean, it really made me look... I was going in this direction, I'll be perfectly honest with you, but I really see True Geordie totally different now.
All this.
Is that actually true?
He's been tweeting about it for years, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see what the evidence is, because I don't actually know this.
All right, so these are some tweets that iNabber had posted. Wanting to do more collabs with the boys lately, so look out for them. Me and Alex should be recording one on his channel tonight. This is how I trick everyone into making a group channel. It's happening, I promise. And it happened, Brian.
To be fair, he kept his promise. I'm sorry, it is funny.
And at this point, there's nothing. But I want you to remember what you just saw when we get later into the lecture. A very clear lecture and a very clear message that iNabber is out of the group. Not just the e-boys either. I think this runs a lot deeper and is going to be a lot more damaging.
Though.
The group channel will be made.
That was February.
That's quite close.
That was only 2 months ago. The group channel we were making never happened because we couldn't decide on a name.
To which Memulus replied, no, it's because all of us are useless.
Apparently people stopped being useless.
And then iNabber responded to that saying, actually not true. I wrote up an entire plan and called multiple meetings about it. It's because you guys are useless. That's the mistake that you've made. You've antagonized him there.
Maybe that's why they isolated him.
Yeah.
We'll show you.
We'll show you how
we'll show you who useless is. When we make a fucking group without you.
Try and nab this one, eh?
If you could though, Fraser, could you send over that plan? Because maybe I could put it to some use.
Maybe you could invite iNabber to the E-Men, no?
I don't know if he's quite E-Men material.
Yeah.
To be honest, he's more of an E-boy kind of character, but if they don't want him, do I want their sloppy seconds? I think not.
No. Technically, it's not sloppy seconds. He's never in the E-boys. So I'm Alex then replied to that tweet saying, we could and should be called the E-boys.
This was exactly 2 months ago. The name was given.
Exactly. So
and it was we.
Yeah.
And iNabber was inclusive. Now, I'm not trying to stir things.
This is where it starts to get insane. And just keep in mind, and by the way, this is what we do. What do the English say? We slag them off. But watch how deep they cut.
Never do a thing like that, would you, Brian?
Never. But you might want to go back over the last 2 months, Fraser. Just sit and think, have I said anything that would really irritate these lads?
Yeah.
That would make me strongly be disliked and not want to be moved into the group.
Like,
what the fuck? What the fuck? You've been slagging this guy this whole fucking time. And you're essentially telling him, those guys have more subs than you. And they literally say this later on. And maybe you ought to think about who you're talking to. That is amazing to me.
Wait, so iNabber says that Alex is one of his better friends on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And all these guys, most of them interact constantly day by day.
Yes.
And he finds out through one DM and then the official announcement that the E-Boys are starting.
Yeah.
And True Geordie's response is, well, why don't you self-reflect on why this all came at you out of nowhere? Hey, scumbag.
Yeah.
I understand that you're a fucking like millionaire right now, multi-millionaire, talking about shitting on people's chests in Instagram DMs. But like normal fucking people have like dialogue about this shit. We don't have to sit here like we're obviously the E-Boys or E-Women because apparently you need to go leaps and bounds to find out what the fuck they're thinking at a certain time. Normal fucking men, normal fucking guys just fucking discuss shit. I never shouldn't have to go look and see what's wrong with him. The fact of the matter is, he should fucking have heard about this or something, like behind the scenes, well before this shit went public.
Yeah.
Dude, suck a dick. That's ridiculous.
Oh, it gets better.
Strongly be disliked and not want to be moved into the group.
By calling them useless.
That's a start.
He may have crossed the line.
And I know
You may have crossed the line there.
He made a joke on Twitter. He crossed the line, Nate. He crossed the line.
And they've been slagging this guy from the start. Who the fuck are you, Mr. 600K man?
I can't believe he called the commentary channel useless, mate. It's not like he makes jokes for a living.
I want to see I want to see Alex's DMs with True Geordie or Willanese because I bet they're long and pleading.
God, what the fuck
Oh my god, it gets better.
Will easily irritated.
Yeah.
I was in a group with him for a year.
He's like a gorilla.
Honestly, the lads are going to find out. What do you reckon of the new logo?
I actually really like the new logo.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's cool. Because a lot of people have the standard sort of like static 2D logos. I like the 3D element of it. It's quite glossy.
It's very curvy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a curvy dick.
And now it's just.
Oh my god! Now we're just now it's commercial.
Wow.
How much you want to bet that fucking DM was in there?
It's a cool logo. I like it.
It's not straight, interestingly.
That was funny though. Here's the best part. That was actually funny. I'm not saying he's not funny. All right. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve what he has. All right. All I'm saying
He's
he's a fraud. He's a fucking fraud. Okay. They used Cavos' video. If it wasn't for INAB or Willany Memulus, James Marriott, I'm not sure if I'd be tweeting right now and celebrating Christmas this year. You guys get me going this year, and I owe you everything. Thanks for looking out. They use this, and later on, they say, well, maybe you weren't as good of friends with the guys. I shit you not.
Oh,
my God. They used it, and they omit Marriott stuff.
This community is the worst.
They are the worst bunch of snakes on the planet.
I never jokingly called somebody useless in a DM. This is like primetime video material.
Yeah.
Alex called somebody a rapist, and nobody says a word.
Nobody said you misstepped, bud. I guess you went a little bit over the line, but you know these drama YouTubers are taking it too far. Oh my!
Yeah, we're not even
God.
at the level of fucking. We're not at the level of a guilt by association. These guys all have their fucking hands in
They
it.
all have their hands, and the way they look at it is like this. It's look. Alex may be, accusing people. I mean, these guys would support a murderer, a pedophile, if they thought they could get away with it. If it cuts into their bottom line, that's what this looks like to me.
If it wasn't for Inaba, Willany, Memulus, James Marriott, I'm not sure if I'd be tweeting about celebrating Christmas this year. You guys kept me going this year, and I owe you everything from here on out. Thanks for looking out for me in 2019. Looking forward to next year, bro. Onwards and upwards.
And I thought he would be my friend if you wrote that to me. Call me crazy, Geordie.
Only if you're with me. Except if it's a group channel, though. Then you're out of here, buddy. See you later, you melt.
They're still his friend, though. They can still be his friend and not be in the group with him. When
I've seen it before. It's so fucking funny. Oh my fucking God! You still could be friends though, you little 600K guy. Oh my God!
Yeah, you know that fucking, that life-changing money and that golden play button that you could see just above the horizon. You could just touch it. Well, they're gonna rip that all away from you, but you guys can still play 8-ball on your iPhones. Suck a dick, True Geordie. I mean, to be honest, that's not really much of an insult for you.
I mean, this is truly unbelievable. And I'm sorry, I don't think this is the Bants. And the reason I don't think this is just the Bants is because how deep they cut, what they ignore. They ignore Cavos' video completely and what he's saying. And they have absolutely no mercy for the guy. None. They just say things like, I feel sorry for him, but. I mean, it's so phony.
I was in XO. I didn't go to Jack Mate and Cal Frazee. Sorry, lads, can't talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't have to. They got the idea. If you're not in XO, fuck off.
I'm not saying don't watch his videos. I just want you to know who he is, default.
People are taking this way too far. Aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
It's a YouTube group channel. It's almost as if they've exiled him from the country. If anything, he should take it into his stride and he
Shut the fuck up, you prick. YouTube group channel. First of all, that's a
That's a lot of
stone
money,
fucking
I guess,
lie if
for
you
a
watch
person of
Kavos'
color.
video. It was a group channel to start a YouTube channel. This was a huge opportunity for Nabber to catch up with those guys. That's what this was. And how much you want to bet, because I know how fucking petty these motherfuckers are, nobody can take being passed. I'm like the only guy that can handle it on the planet, right? Nobody can take being passed, and they knew that probably would get him to the next level. So they made up some bullshit. Let's not forget. The reason this was done, James Marriott leaked this, is because they didn't like a joke he told. They fucked him over a joke. A group of guys that tell jokes and make fun of other people, point out, supposedly expose other people, and morally crusade over people for a living. For a living. This is an
Yeah, they're fucking pathetic.
This
dude.
is an unprecedented screw job. And you know
use
what?
it to power
I'm
it.
sorry. Call me crazy, but I think they're a part of it. Put the tinfoil on. I think they're a part of it. I think this is a phone call from Tombstone Mouth or fucking or Alex, one of the two, because I have good information that he freaked out after Kavos' video, and he probably should, considering the last time there's a baited episode made over it and a ton of fucking videos exposing him.
It's a YouTube group channel. It's almost as if they've exiled him from the country. If any,
Yeah, they actually said that. That really pisses me off. It wasn't just a YouTube group settle, and you know it. You know it.
anything, he should take it into his stride and he should use it to power him.
I mean, he's just been ditched from the best up-and-coming group channel in UK YouTube.
Yeah, but see it like this. Say they're the Avengers. They've come together. They're sort of the superheroes. Maybe Einabber could be the super villain. Ever seen Kick-Ass? The motherfucker.
I'm a supervillain. Henceforth, I'll be known as the motherfucker.
I've said
He's known as the motherfucked.
in this, I've probably missed something out, but I'm still sad that I'm not involved. You've created a group channel without the fifth member.
Oh, I feel bad now.
You know why
But
I feel bad? I mean, if it was you, people wouldn't feel as bad because, you know, you look like you could take it. Einabber has
look at these mental gymnastics they do.
Oh
Why
my
he's
God.
Watch this. Watch this.
a face, and this is no disrespect. He's got quite a baby face, so I feel people might feel more sorry for him because he looks a bit like the kid from Stuart Little. You know, George.
But I
Nobody would fucking feel bad for Geordie because he's on top of the fucking world. So they're trying to explain. That's probably was written by Alex himself. Why are they so mad at me? It must because old Nabba has a pretty face. No, some of the top YouTubers in England fucked him over, and these guys jumped in on it. And probably that I want to somebody should be paying attention to Jack Off guy, whatever the fuck his name is. I wonder what he had to say about this. I bet he piles on too to remind him that this is a pink slip. This is unbelievable. I feel bad now. Oh, yeah, exactly. No, it's his face. Nobody would give a shit about Geordie because he's set. That's why this is a story. Guys like me and Nick aren't following this just because we hate Alex. This is big news. We have a guy that is known for screwing multiple YouTubers, ruining their lives, and all of a sudden, snap, I never get screwed again. This is an ongoing story and history. This is not, the drama channels are just taking this too far. No, this is a motherfucking pattern.
I remember when I first seen Einabber's videos, with all due respect, we're YouTubers, we're all kind of outsiders, but he was a little bit of an outsider.
Yeah.
And maybe this was his shot at being in the group, inside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was going to be a part of the cool gang. If you thought you were tight with these guys, but then you had no idea what they were doing, how tight were you? Have you...
He lived with
Oh
them.
my
He lived with them.
God.
And I don't believe for a minute you didn't know that, Geordie. Tombstone Mouth fucking is best friends with you, from what I understand. I don't believe that for a goddamn minute. Holy shit. This is
this guy
some
is a
Mean
fucking
Girl shit
dick.
on another level. This is Mean Girl shit right there. And Mr. fucking Tough Working Class is playing Mean Girls games. That's fucking
I'll give you one thing, Geordie. If you took a shit on his chest, I don't think Einabber could take it. But I'm pretty sure.
This is
Holy shit.
unbelievable. Maybe you didn't know him that well. They lived in the same fucking building. And not only that, Marriott was so fed up with this horse shit. Not only did he expose this to Kavos, he didn't allow Kavos to say what he said, but he said that fucking he suggested that I Am Alex is no fucking good. Unbelievable. This is the Mean Girl. I'm going to change the title of it. This is a Mean Girls move. This is exactly what Mean Girls do. Maybe you weren't our friends to begin with. Like, this is my daughter does stuff like that. Or she's the victim of it, one of the two. Unfucking real.
You misread that as a friend. Have you thought you were closer because you tweeted each other a bit and we're in a couple of videos?
They live together, you motherfucker! I
We're
don't
fucking
believe you don't know.
flatmates,
Oh,
you
God,
fuck.
flatmates. Oh, I didn't know that. This is just about the bands, man. No, this is a fuck you disguised as the bands.
And maybe it wasn't like how he thought it was. And maybe, just the other side, the enemies of Alex and some of the other
Yeah, this is going to be our fault.
lads in the group are trying to use it to make them look bad when maybe they shouldn't.
Like, we've been
Maybe we should. Maybe we should look into you.
We don't have to make Alex look bad. About once a month, Alex makes Alex look bad. I'm really sorry that Alex has done all of these things that cast a shadow on all of you and your friends, but like at some point it stops being Angnaber's fault that Alex is a piece of fucking shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
And there is zero mercy for this guy other than I feel bad for him, which, by the way, sounds kind of fake.
having meetings over group channels since, this might be wrong, but like May last year, maybe, I think.
At some point, you weren't in the meetings.
There was another time where a group channel was being created and I wasn't told about it. So this is the second time. So I think this is another reason why it happened.
And let me drive this home. These group channels are put together to make money. Make money. From what I understand, it was going to be a super group.
Are you telling me it's not about the love of the game, Tommy?
Well, they're making it seem like, oh, it's like it would be like me being pissed off because I wasn't invited in the NCO. That's what they're making it seem like. No, this is a business thing, and they're completely omitting that. And by the way, that's in Carlos' video as well.
I probably shouldn't have said that.
If they are your close friends, why would you go on Twitch and sort of out them to everybody like that? Is there other ways of doing it? Because you know,
fucking Alex did it to Jackmate a year ago.
Oh.
You gonna fucking call Alex out on that? You fucking piece of shit.
No, these guys are trash cans, both of them.
Oh my god.
God, what a bunch. What's it like going up with a fucking dick in your mouth? Really? I think it sounds a lot like your fucking video.
Five massive YouTubers completely screwed. I shouldn't go on Twitch to talk about it.
Well, you're not allowed to talk about something if you get screwed. Why did you talk about it? I mean, it just sounds like these guys wrote this shit. You said mean things. You talked about it. Maybe you should have known better. But by the way, we're going to bust your fucking balls the entire time and then lecture you for busting balls. Unfucking real.
not go and reach out and speak.
Was he on Twitch when he found out?
He knows what he's doing. Like, Inaba's not a dumb person. He's putting all this into the public plethora.
Maybe though, maybe he's just in shock and not thinking straight as well. You know when people are emotional.
Oh, it's so nice that you had a little
That's
bit
a lot of money,
of
I
empathy
guess,
for this
for a
poor
person
kid.
of color.
Thanks, True Geordie. It's nice to know when working class guys make millions of dollars, they don't do the same shit that working class guys hate that fucking people that are richer than them do to them. Oh, look, you became what you hate. You became what you.
Dude, this is why everybody hates the English fucking commentators.
God.
Everybody fucking hates them. They're the worst fucking of the worst.
Absolutely the worst. Absolutely.
Second to the Australians.
You know, Luna Lizzie, this isn't high school drama. This is big money screw job. And it's being executed as high school drama. This is a big money screw job. This is business. And that's how business is conducted on YouTube. And putting it in
English
that-
commentators are so shit. I think if you ask Kavos, he'll identify as American.
Yeah, probably. But, you know, I tell you something. I used to think Kavos was wrong for not. Well, he knew better than me, right? And me and Kavos have had it out. He doesn't have any. I think he does have some close friends, but you don't know about him. And I talk to him in the DMs every so often. But we're not tight by any stretch. And he always said, I am not here to make friends. I'm not. And you know what? I always thought that was fucking lousy. I don't blame him because he had a much better idea what he was dealing with than I did. And, you know, say what you want about Kavos, and I've said a lot. I've said he sucked off Keem. I said everything. You can't say that. At least the last 2 years, you can't say that. He stood up to Keem. He makes his own fucking
That's
content.
a lot of money, I guess.
Say
for
what
a
you
person
want.
of color.
And I tell you what, I don't buy your fucking commentary because it's compromised. Kavos' commentary, he's proved that he's not compromised by going up against the guy that gave him the start. This is why Northerners are not allowed on TV in the 50s and 60s, really. That's because they're screwed. You know, I always thought, you know, the Northerners, the people of Celtic descent, the people that were down on their luck in the 50s and 60s, they were the epitome. Newcastle is the epitome of working class fucking tough dudes. And this is why this guy is so much. Let me propose this. He's fake working class. Maybe he was at one time, but he's not that anymore. And I know that doesn't really mean shit in the States, but let me tell you something. It is burning some fucking English ass as I spit it out of my mouth right now.
No, they're just like shit.
As I said earlier, there may have been a message I missed, but a message to me personally.
This guy said, I may have missed a message. And the idea that they made a group channel, and then he comes to them and goes, why was I not invited?
Why are you guys so confused why the drama channels picked this up? I don't understand. Like what
I mean,
why
they're
are
a drama
you-
channel and they picked it up.
Yeah.
They go, send you a message. Did you not get the message? I'll tell you what, couldn't be in.
You're like, oh no, we sent it. Oh no, we sent it to the wrong account.
No, we've got your old phone number. Oh, can I be in now? I'm ready. I want to be in.
Nah,
Will's
sorry,
like,
too
sorry,
late.
mate. Cut off point.
Yeah,
cut
too
off
late.
point. I'm sorry. The deadline was last week.
I'm not saying, I don't want to say anything. There's nothing for me to say personal. There's nothing personal there. I'm just sad.
Do you see when he says personal, he looks at the camera, he's like, there's nothing personal there. There's nothing personal there. We need to get Believing Bruce on this. As I was saying before, I think there's definitely more to this story that we don't know.
Is it just because he's
I
not?
think there's plenty of the story that you know, and I think you know they're starting you in contact with them. And to act like you're fucking detached from the story fucking provides cover for you when you're called out. You say, yeah, it's all about the bands. I didn't know anything. I didn't know they lived together. Horseshit. 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 Horseshit.
You need to take more than a grain of salt when Jackmate or this fucking guy who's standing next to Geordie or any of these fucking people talk about anything that involves Alex and his monetization and his channel. Dude, those guys literally are the most biased people on the fucking website about
Yeah.
Beta. Not marketing.
probably on the
You know, they
table.
Yeah, right. I've been to London.
want to sell a lot of t-shirts.
Would you wear Einabber on a
Are
t-shirt?
we really going to split the 25% into 20% for a guy who's not selling the merch?
Einabber's not the type of person that little girls are going to come over,
Nah,
are they?
mate. I mean, how many subs has I never got?
500k.
Is that it?
You've got to have over
You
a
got
million
big
subs.
swinging dicks. Will and he's got more than that on his second channel. He's got double that on his second channel. What you?
So, bitch, you have no right to be mad.
Yo, this is hilarious, dude. They're literally saying it. Like, we were all saying, like, oh, maybe this could be the reason. They're like, mate, you don't
they
have
do it-
enough fucking subs to ride with Alex.
They
you
popped right
fucking
here.
piece-
Einabber, this is for you. Listen close. This is your
my
goodbye,
God.
motherfucker.
Gonna split the 25% into 20% for a guy who's not selling the merch?
Einabber's not the type of person that little girls are going to come over,
Nah,
are they?
mate. I mean, how many subs has I never got?
500k.
Is that
did he
it?
just
You've got to have
say?
over
You
a
got
million
big
subs.
How
What-
much?
Wait,
how
what
much-
did he just say?
how
Can we
many-
repeat that?
How many subs does I never have?
No, that little girls thing. What did he say?
That the little girls won't be coming over because I never.
God.
Yeah, that's just attack on his looks, and probably the fact that he's.
I just want to remind you that one of the guys in the whole Alex crew says they make content for children. Just gonna I'll leave that for Nerd City. You do what you want with it.
Oh no! This is a Nerd City. That's another thing that got. This is a Nerd City move. This is what Nerd City wanted me to do. He wants me to look the other way when they screw people. That's what he wants to turn this into, in a giant Shark Tank. You know, everybody sits around. And by the way, they all hate each other, with the possible exception of Marriott and Aber. They hate each other's guts. Hey, are you feeling? Let me ask you something, Nick. We can't talk about the crux of it. I'm sorry. I believe what fucking Bluestank told us, and I
I do too.
Yeah,
I do
I'm
too.
sorry. I believe 100, and I feel bad for him. And I think it was his
I
fault
wouldn't talk
that
to
he-
him if I didn't believe him.
Yeah, I will say this about Bluestank. He should have fucking been a man and showed some guts, but he didn't, and he was afraid. And if I had to guess, he was afraid of this. That's why I think he deserves the benefit of the doubt.
Nah, mate. I mean, how many subs has I never got?
500k.
Is that it?
You've got to have over
You
a
got
million
big
subs.
swinging dicks. Will and he's got more than that on his second channel. He's got double that on his second channel. What are you bringing to the table for your fucking 20%? Jack shit. Sorry, Aina, but I went with it. I'm calm. I didn't mean it.
Yes, he did. Lying sack of shit.
I hope you guys do well with the channel.
I hope you guys get all the subs in the world with the idea that I was pushing so much. I hope you succeed and do amazingly well with it.
This Cavos guy fucking hates them, doesn't he?
I do
Now we smear Cavos as just being a hater without actually bringing up any points he made.
feel like Calvos woke up like, oh, this is great. He's loving it. You know when you talk about the bad guy? He is the perfect Bond villain for YouTube, this cunt.
Let me list things which I may have done. Tweets.
Motherfucker, Cavos is James Bond. Posh Geordie. There you go. Hashtag Posh Geordie. The Bond villain. Are you kidding me? It's you guys. What was that one that actually I filmed it over here in Wiesbaden? What was the one when they had the Bill Gates bad guy? That's who you guys are. Jesus Christ, what a bunch of scumbags. And please, even Blue Stank fell for this shit. He's like, I think, well, that's what they do every week. Nah, man. They basically told him, the only reason anybody feels sorry for you is because you got a fuck. You look like goddamn Harry Potter. And you shouldn't have spoke up, even though we're going to bust your fucking balls and roast you the whole time. Oh, but it's all good fun. And then Geordie lets the fucking cat out of the bag. Bitch, you don't have enough to complain.
What are you bringing to the table for your fucking 20%? Jack shit.